Usually when people speak about balance in yoga practice, they are thinking about balancing on one leg where one foot is weight bearing. But there's other aspects of balance as well. We'll be focusing on balance on your feet as well as balance on the pelvis, the sitz bones in particular, and balance with the arms. In this practice, I'm going to be using a blanket and I'm sitting on blocks, and I'll probably be using those as well. If you've got them, that's great. If not, you can improvise. We'll begin seated. Before coming to standing, take a look at your feet. If you practiced with me before, you know that I'm constantly saying to lift your toes, spread your toes, and engage a nice full foundation. When you do, you feel balanced, you feel rooted. That allows you to rise. And it's just like in life. When you feel like you understand something or understand someone, or you feel like you got a strong foundation, that allows you to expand so much more fully. With the spread of your toes, you have a wider foundation. You feel more stable. Let's come to standing and try that. Come to stand at the top of your mat and lift and spread your toes. That has an energetic effect of creating an ankle loop. From the shin at the ankle down to the heel, to the base of the toes and back. This loop energetically inspires the feet to such stability. That takes the shin bone back at the base. You can release your toes if you haven't already. And the top of the shin bone comes slightly forward. Another way to really engage so fully is to hug the midline. That point right between your feet, hug into that point to gain a nice, stable Tadasana. From a stable Tadasana with your feet hip distance apart, reach your arms up, exhale, take your hands down. I'm bending my knees in order to get a strong energetic action of the ankle loop. Place your hands either to the floor or to blocks so that you can keep the strength of the legs. And now inhale, lift your heels up so that you can press down through the base of the toes. Exhale, take your heels down. See about lifting the toes up, maybe even the base of the toes up, so that you keep that strong energetic action as you balance on 2 feet. But you're just discovering the points of the feet just a little bit more fully. You rock back, you rock forward, you keep the nice spread of the toes, you draw back, and now root down, pull into the midline, lift your arms up. Bend your knees and take your hands right above your knees. Keep the nice spread of the toes. This ankle loop that we've been working on creates nice arches. You can look down and find the building of those arches as you create a little bit more strength in the ankle loop and the hugging into the midline action. Now lift your heels up again. With your heels lifted, maybe you can lift your arms up to come to this variation of a chair pose. You are still balanced on 2 feet. Just draw your pelvis down, stay balanced. Release your hands if you've got the blocks, or you can have your hands on the chair and center your left foot. Now lift your right leg in the air. And as you do, lift your left heel up and root it down. Again, lift the left heel up and take it down. One more time, just keeping a nice steadiness on one foot that's weight bearing. Once you've got that, keep your left hand down, take your right hand to your waist. See about lifting the right leg a little bit higher, maybe even lift your right arm high. Release your right hand down, release your right foot down, have the feet parallel again and hip distance apart. Lift and spread the toes, take your toes down, slowly lift your heels up. See if you can come to that chair pose again, balancing on 2 feet with the feet very active. Take your hands wider apart, draw the pelvis down slightly, keep hugging the midline. Release your hands down, center your right foot, lift your left leg in the air. Lift your heel up. Release down. Keep your left leg very active by spreading the toes on the left leg. Lift up again. Take the right heel down. If you'd like to free yourself and lift your left arm up and lift the left leg a little bit higher so that you get a nice balanced action. The hand is really helping you keep this nice action. Release your left hand down. Release your left foot down. Bend both knees. Look forward. See if you can lift your heels now. Take your hands right above your knees. Stay balanced. So we're working this ankle loop, this energetic action of hugging the midline. Lift your arms up. Heels stay lifted. You're still working the feet so fully. Release your hands down to the blocks. Release your heels to the blocks. Place your hands to your low back and rise up. Now let's try that strong energetic action in balancing on one leg in a yoga pose called Ardha Chandrasana. So step your feet nice and wide apart. Turn your right toes out. Lift and spread your toes. Press down through the base of the big toe, the base of the baby toe. Draw your toes down in that spread form. From the heel, these 3 points, from the heel, pull in, the 3 points being base of the baby toe, base of the big toe, and the heel. Pull in so you have a strong action, this muscular energy first before bending your knee. Take your hand down so that you can keep that strength. Your hand can be either on the mat or on a block. Lift up your back heel, keep that fullness of the energy of the foot and lift your left leg up. Keep in tune with the ankle loop that you created, this hugging in to the midline action. The inner thighs are still fully engaged in the pose. Now reach back with your lifted leg to rise up and come out of the pose. Release your hands. Let's come to the opposite side. So turn your left toes out. And engage the front foot since it will be so weight bearing. Lift and spread your toes. Draw your toes down from the ankle to the heel to the base of the toes. That energetic ankle loop is engaged so that as you bear more weight to the foot, taking the hand where it feels comfortable for you, step the back foot in, lift up as you're ready. Just get this nice openness in the pose. You can expand even further. Reach your arm up. Keep it strong. Keep an awareness to those 3 points, the base of the big toe, base of the baby toe, the heel. Even as you come down with grace. So bend your knee, reach back, and rise up. Release your hands. In this practice, we're focusing on the foundation of the feet, the pelvis, and the arms. Come to sit. For some of us, when we come to sit, having a little elevation, either on your blocks or a blanket, is very helpful for your poses. So sit tall and explore the sitting bones. Just like the feet have those 3 points that we were playing with, and the ankle loop, the pelvic loop really reinforces alignment when the pelvis is your foundation. So just rock forward on the sitz bones. Rock back on the sitz bones, way back. Rock to the right side and the left. Make circles on your sitz bones just as a way to discover how the foundation of the sitz bones is so broad, and it creates that stability that allows you to rise up and expand more fully in your poses. Draw yourself in the other direction in the circle movements. Just by understanding the full foundation of the sitz bones, it's so useful in yoga seated poses because that's very asymmetric. As you extend the left leg forward and bend your right knee, you can take your right knee to the side, and if that doesn't work for the knee, you can support your knee, or you can take your foot firmly down with the knee lifted up. With one leg forward, do you notice how you don't have that balanced action on the right side and the left side in this asymmetric pose? Draw slightly forward. And as you draw forward, can you get a strong foundation on the right side, even though, again, you have this asymmetry in the pose? Can you feel like you have a very balanced action? You're rooted both sides of the pelvis as you draw forward. Inhale and rise up. Extend the right foot forward. Bend your left knee. Draw it out to the side. Come forward on your sitz bones and engage very fully this pelvic loop as a way to engage the abdominals. So as you draw the tailbone down, but get a lifting quality from the pubic bone to the navel rather than rounding the entire spine, you get length and you draw forward. Notice an imbalance might occur. One sit bone feels like it's bearing a little bit more weight than the other. Rise up to come out of the pose. And find that symmetry, that rootedness of both sit bones in Dandasana. You feel this balanced action. Keep that balanced action. Bend your knees. pull in from your feet toward your pelvis to get strong engagement of the legs. Can you keep pulling the feet in before lifting them up? Can you balance now on your sitz bones? Have a strong engagement of the legs. Lift your feet up. See if you can hold that. And release your feet down. Now let's discover balanced actions in the arms. With your hands pressing very firmly in the mat, hands almost as wide apart as the mat is, lift your pelvis up. For a little variation, walk your feet in so that now the arms are not bearing as much weight. The feet carry quite a bit of the weight. And in the shorter downward facing dog, you feel this shifting of the most weight bearing part. You feel like it's moved from the hands to the pelvis. So keep that awareness. But move your feet back again. And just notice that. You feel this very balanced action. Keep the armpits lifted to engage the shoulder loop. Keep the feet pulling in with that strong energetic action. Now come down to tabletop position. From tabletop position, interlace your fingers. Have the elbows just slightly narrower than shoulder distance apart, and lift yourself up. Now you're balancing your weight on your forearms. Can you hold that in this downward facing dog form? As you press down through the forearms, maybe you can balance the action even more. Walk in slightly. Maybe you can keep that balanced action while lifting the right leg. Release it down. Lift your left leg up. Release it down. Take your knees down. Now let's explore a little bit more by balancing more fully on our arms. In this next action, the forearms are down, and the arms will still be the most weight bearing for this balanced action. But if it's part of your practice, put a little weight on the head. So the options are the same pose we were doing with the head lifted, or take your head down. Lift your knees up, pelvis is lifted. Lift one leg, lift the other leg. Come to a nice headstand. Balancing yourself. In all of the foundations that we've practiced, you start to notice that when you feel grounded, when you feel strength in the foundation, you can rise up, you can expand so fully. And it's through that groundedness that that you discover a little bit more freedom, not only on the mat, but of course in daily life. And as you're ready, you can come out of the pose. Just support the head. Just stack your hands to support the head if your head was weight bearing. And as you're ready, come to Savasana. Lie down. In Savasana, the pelvis is heavy. It's your foundation. It's the most weight-bearing part of your foundation. Enjoy this time in Savasana. Namaste.